Hey, good afternoon. I'm A.J. Williams with your IMS Women's Sports Update. That's right, women's sports. It's about time and it's the right time. Well, we first take a look at international. We're going to look at a tennis star that's trying to, in a new sport, the AFL is growing. We go to Eugenie Bouchard in Australia.
Jeannie Bouchard, you're having the full Sydney experience. You went to Bondi, and now you're even having a go at AFL. How do you rate your skills?
Well, I think they were pretty good, but I'm sure we can ask the girls and they can tell me how my technique was.
Let's ask the professionals. I'm joined by the amazing, the wonderful GWS Giants. Now, girls, you're about to go into your very first season. What are you expecting? But firstly, how is Jeannie's skills?
Oh, look, she was pretty good for a starter. She was really good at technique. Lou did a great job at showing her what to do. And yeah, no, we're really excited to see her do more.
Okay, now back to you. Attention, back to you. What's going on?
We're in the middle of pre-season at the moment. We've only got 3 weeks into our first game against Adelaide on Feb 4th. So yeah, getting really ready for that.
So exciting. So do you think you're going to have a little bit more go at AFL or just sticking to tennis?
Well, my kicks are pretty good, but the ball is like really hard and it was like hurting me. So I was like, you girls are so tough. Like, how do you do this all day long? I mean, I had some decent coordination, but I think I'll stick to tennis for now.
I think so. We need you in perfect form.
Great. Now we take a peek at, they had a great campaign, media campaign for the AFL. Let's look at that.
Today we've launched our apparel range. It's been a long time coming. We've been working with the Cotton On Group for some time now. We've had players involved in that process all the way through from design through to fabric selection. So it's great we can have a launch event like today.
In 2010, all state-based game development and the folk that were involved in AFL got together, and our vision was to have an AFL Women's National Footy League. And we thought if we had 250,000 females running around playing our game, then we would have the depth of talent to put on a National Women's League. This year we're going to have 360,000 running around. So we have the depth of talent well and truly now to put on a really skillful and entertaining AFLW.
Today's been amazing, and I think it's been a lot of hard work. And there's been a collective sort of effort to get here. I'm no design expert or never been on any sort of modelling shoot, so today's been really awesome just for the experience.
AFL is so much more than just about footy and girls or boys or gender. This is...
Well, now Nicole Adams goes from Olympic champ boxing to pro.
Humble pie today because I've not been the greatest advocate that we are introducing today. Olympian, 2 times gold medalist, Nicola Adams, and I am delighted she got there.
So ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Nicola Adams, OBE, MBE, and Frank Warren's newest signing. Welcome Nicola, welcome.
Goals. I wanted to be a double Olympic champion, world champion, and leave ranked #1 as well.
You are a star in and out of the ring already. So what is in it for you turning professional when you've already achieved that status by fighting in the amateurs?
Well, my hero was Muhammad Ali, and I said from the first time I saw him box on a rerun, I saw him box in the Olympics and then go on and become a world champion as a pro. I said that's exactly what I wanted to do as well. So.
Pakistan has women boxing now. Let's check that out.
Outside of Karachi, Pakistani girls are beating punch bags and each other. Here in Liari, Karachi's roughest neighborhood, a very unusual club has opened its doors.
Well, hey, their neighbor India, they do a little body sculpting there. Let's see that. That was great. But now, hey, the Williams sisters do it again. America is great, but we go back to Australia, 1 and 2, the Williams.
Serena on number 23. I have been right there with you. Some of them I lost right there again.
17 Australian Open champion. She won her 23rd Grand Slam title tonight, now only one behind the great Margaret Court. For the 7th time champion here at Melbourne Park, and with it all, back to number 1 in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, our champion, the legendary Serena Williams.
Wow, as Venus said, first and foremost, I give all praise to Jehovah God because he really got me through this tournament. This was a tough one, and I just kept praying and praying, and I'm here, and thank you so much. I love you too, thank you. I really would like to take this moment to congratulate Venus.
Those are my cousins, the Williams. But hey, now we go back to the stateside, UFC. Amanda Nunes, the new champ, she's taking over.
Hey guys, what's going on? For Complex News, I'm Tamara Dia. At the end of 2016, former UFC champion Ronda Rousey suffered her second straight defeat, this time at the hands of the scrappy striker Amanda Nunes. Things have been difficult for Rousey in the months since the loss. Her Instagram has been dark. Nunes trolled her on Twitter about the fight, and today UFC head Dana White even suggested that her career is over. Given how excited Nunes was about beating Rousey, you figure she has to be even more thrilled that she may have officially ended the former champion. Turns out, that isn't the case. In fact, the fighter took to her Instagram today to apologize for perhaps rubbing the victory in Rousey's face. Let me take a moment to explain myself. I was overwhelmed with adrenaline, emotion, and hurt at the time. I held so much in during the weeks prior to my fight with Ronda. I might have said or posted some things at the time that I now realize was not the right thing to do. I want to apologize to Ronda, her fans and mine, and the UFC as well. Ronda is an amazing athlete and has done so much for this sport, especially for the women. #respect. Nunes isn't the only one to publicly pull for Rousey either. Following the defeat, Kobe Bryant called her a pioneer and a muse, while Floyd Mayweather told her to, quote, stay focused and keep believing. We can only wait and see whether Ronda will fight again. Until then, for more sports news and updates, subscribe to Complex News on YouTube today. For Complex News, I'm Tamara Dia.
Well, hey, now we got track star turns bobsled.
Coach Olsen was a huge factor every step. He knows I'm not a fan of cold weather, so he was kind of hesitant at first, but I said, hey, let me check it out. It's a little vague with starting a new sport, really knowing how to get into it.
Hey, how about those UConn Huskies? They had 98 wins, but let's check out the 91st win celebration.
So I don't know. I can't even put my finger on, like, what is it? What is it about this?
Play for us, they understand before they even step on campus. The reason I want to go to Connecticut is I don't want it to be all about me. Matter of fact, there's a pretty good chance if you come to Connecticut, you'll never lead the country in anything, you know, except wins.
When I called Coach Gino to congratulate him for winning the title again, I told him we have his room ready for when he gets here. He does seem to spend an awful lot of time here.
Well, hey, we had a great swim out here in Ohio, but hey, they were top Toledo, but Miami came into town. Wow, did them up.
It was senior day at the University of Toledo pool prior to the Rockets' dual swim meet against this Miami team, and Miami had Lanier a.
Well, hey, we're going to come back home locally to our neighbors in Indiana, with a new rising freshman at the University of Indiana. Let's check her out.
Play basketball.
Probably my family, my brothers.
Well, hey, that's been IMS Women's Sports Update. I'm AJ Williams. I'll see you next time.